sometimes things happen. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Sometimes things happen. I don't know. 50 million is a big number. And if Zach Lowe says owners are pissed, now what is that? Is that just kind of them talking like, yeah, we're pissed off. Yeah, we're upset. Psst. Psst. Hey, don't go looking then. Don't go looking there. No, we're fucking mad, dude. How could you, Bomber? No, don't. Stop the investigation. We don't want you to look in there. Or are they actually pissed? Put a $50 million salary cap block on them? Ooh, that's actually not bad. That's not a bad punishment. Because here's your problem when you're trying to level out punishments. They don't have picks. Voiding Kawhi's contract actually might be beneficial. Fining him. He is beyond wealthy. He's beyond wealthy. Forcing him to sell the team. I just have a hard time imagining owners are going to go for that. I just have a hard time imagining owners are going to go for that. Because if that's the case, you're going to have a very, very drawn out legal battle, almost certainly. And what's all going to come to light in that legal battle? It's pretty obvious to me they must move Kawhi and cannot replace his money until the end of the next contract. So you're basically saying Kawhi, they basically have to release Kawhi, have his cap hold on their roster. But then my problem is like, okay, but Kawhi's not an innocent party in this. He also broke the rules. It's a two-way street. So in this scenario, what? All right, Kawhi, your contract's been voided. Oh man, I guess I'm just going to go play for the Lakers on the minimum. And then we'll have fluff pieces about how great of a GM Rob Pelinka is. Is that what's fucking happening? Is that what's going to happen? Is that what's about to happen? Kawhi's contract gets voided and he goes to the Lakers on the minimum, and then we're going to say Steve Ballmer's the greatest, or Rob Pelinka's the greatest GM the league's ever seen. The Lakers winning this story? Yes. He should have to pay the contract back and be suspended? No, they're not going to go for that. I promise. The NBA PA would not go for that. Not go for that. No player would go for that. Voided, yeah. Voided and not paid. Contract gets voided and he's suspended. But then the problem is like, okay, what's the Clippers' punishment? Because I'm telling you, Kawhi's contract being voided is not the end of the world. If you're saying, okay, Kawhi gets suspended, he can't play on the Clippers anymore, but you have to pay out that contract as if he's still on the team. Okay, that's pretty bad. Are we like it needs to be like some type of salary cap problems? Maybe you get a little unique. Maybe it's like you cannot go past the first apron. You have a hard salary cap, Clippers. You do. You cannot go past this number. It's difficult. It's also difficult that it's Steve Ballmer. This is a pretty good this is like a microcosm of this country. He has so much money and power that it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. I like first, obviously it's a horrible look for the league, but I know they're like, fuck man. And it's Ballmer. Like it couldn't have been it couldn't have been the Jazz. Did you see the article about Kawhi contract and voiding going to the Mavs? Oh, yeah. If that's, I mean, if Kawhi wants to come to the Mavs, yeah, I think a good punishment could be just like voiding his contract and letting Kawhi play elsewhere. If Silver was really content brand, right? Because I have my own beefs with Silver. I was thinking about making a ramble video about this, about his brain dead, out of touch comments about the NBA being a highlight league. When he was asked, it's so expensive to stream games. Like, how do you feel about fans? Well, we're a highlight league. Go watch fucking highlights on YouTube, peasant. If he was actually content brained, he would say, all right, Kawhi, you got to go play in Charlotte. Now that would be content filled. Kawhi's got to play in Charlotte. Next year, Kawhi will play in Charlotte, and then the year after that, Kawhi, you're going to play in Washington. We're going to pick what team you play on. Now that's content brained. David Stern might have done that. If David Stern was around the TikTok time and kind of like knew and understood online content, he might have actually done that. Yeah, and they'll do it at the NBA draft. Right before the NBA draft starts, they'll announce what team Kawhi is going to play on next year. Oh, man, that would be great. Stern was a commissioner when the Wolves did this. Yeah, Stern didn't give a fuck. Stern ruled with a heavy fist. That is not what Adam Silver's about. Kudos to Pablo Torre, man. This has been great stuff. He's got them on the ropes. I mean, he's not letting up either. Ballmer and them thought that we'll just do this interview for ESPN and we'll be out. We'll be out of the woods. We'll be out of the woods. Pablo Torre said, I think this is the most damning thing. Personally. Go all out. Rest of the contract is voided and not paid. Keep the cap hit on the Clippers. Take like 5 firsts when they have them available and some monetary penalty to the team. Yeah, I mean, you might just take future picks. I want to, real quick here. So part of me also feels, though, like if I were an owner, I would say, well, hold on a second, because if we say that punishment for them, they're going to be a horrible team for years to come. London Hoops with the 199, Silverfuss and Kawhi to play for the London Lions. All right. I'm here for that. So basically, if I'm an owner and I'm saying, well, hold on a second, because OKC has their pick next year. OKC has their swap rights in 2027. Philly has their pick in 2028. Philly has their swap rights in 2029. So if I'm basically like, if I'm another owner, I'm saying, so you're basically making the Clippers a worse team in the NBA if you do any of this stuff. And for the next